Hey gang, happy Thanksgiving, and welcome to another edition of Doc's Holiday Schlock, where it's a review of the movie Deadly Friend. You know, I have to say this first off. When I saw the trailer for the movie recently, I completely forgot that this movie made it look like that she was supposed to be some sort of a psycho. This movie is far from the truth on that one. It's about a kid named Paul, who's pretty much a genius, who moves to a new town with his mom. He befriends the local paperboy named Tom. And of course, Paul is, like I said, he's a genius, and he built a robot named BB. I don't know what BB stands for, but maybe, I don't know, Bombastic Bob or something, I don't know. Shortly after he gets there, he befriends Samantha. Samantha seems like a nice girl and everything like that. The only problem is that Samantha's dad beats her. Well, Paul and Samantha become really good close friends, and on Halloween night, get shot by the local crazy old lady named Elvira. Paul's devastated and everything like that, and well, he doesn't exactly swear revenge on her or anything like that, but you know. So Thanksgiving comes around, and Paul and Samantha share their first kiss. It's pretty much why this video is being put on Thanksgiving, so yeah. Because it kind of spans over Halloween and Thanksgiving, but I think if I remember right, most of the movie takes place either around Thanksgiving, close to Thanksgiving, sometime after Thanksgiving. Why not, right? So Paul feels like he has lost a girl he really liked, and after losing BB, he winds up implanting a chip inside of Samantha's head, and Samantha starts to become sort of, well, I don't want to say a cyborg, but she becomes sort of a killing machine, which includes the infamous scene where Samantha goes into Elvira's house, throws a basketball at her, and makes her head explode. So, yeah. So Paul is doing everything he can to keep Samantha under control from killing everybody, but she winds up also killing her dad and Paul's friend Tom. And she also throws the town bully that torments Tom through the movie through the windshield of a car. Well, it comes down to Paul trying to protect Samantha, trying to hide her out in some sort of a shed. The police show up, and for a second it seems like Samantha has returned to being back to human again. She runs for Paul while Paul is being held off by the cops. They shoot Samantha and kill her, apparently. Sometime later, Paul goes to the morgue to see Samantha's body, but then it turns out Samantha is somewhat still alive and grabs at Paul, but it turns out that there's a robotic-like skeleton inside of her skin, peels itself out, and snaps Paul's neck. And that's where the movie ends. So, why did this movie suck? Well, to tell you the truth, there was a lot of really bad stuff about this movie. There were some nightmare elements, and the fact that they actually changed the movie from what was supposed to be sort of a sci-fi romance that apparently test audiences hated to a gory mess involving robotics, and it's just ridiculous. Paul controlled Samantha's brain with a remote control, and just that ending itself was just the silliest, dumbest thing to ever happen. A lot of the deaths in this movie were a little bit ridiculous, but there were some elements that might remind you of Nightmare on Elm Street, and that was really kind of messed up. But just to have the whole movie rewritten and done over again, even though it was based on a book called Friend, but the movie was just all around bad. But that basketball scene was probably the best death in the whole movie. Yes, it was gory, it was silly and outrageous. That could be the only reason I could think of to tell you guys watch this movie, but the rest of the movie, it's pretty bad, it's pretty brutal, and at times pretty idiotic. So not one of Wes Craven's better movies, but I don't know. Judge for yourself. If you've seen it, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys think of it, whether you agree or disagree. And if you want to, if you like to let me know what your favorite Wes Craven movie was that he did, I'd like to hear that too. And of course, if you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. If you have a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, fantasy horror movie that was something frightening that had something to do with friendship gone wrong or anything worse, send it my way and I'll get on it ASAP. Thank you guys so very, very much for watching. I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. And until next time, as always, stay strong and rock on. Speaking of babies, one shot me in the nose when I was a kid. That's why I hate this movie.